Stronger economic activity has sustained and improved our labor market condition. The unemployment rate, which is increased to 6.5% in August 2021, now has been declined to 5.9% in August 2022. This is a good record from both growth as well as the inclusiveness of this growth, including also in poverty reduction. But we are not, in this case, complacent with this good, strong achievement. We continue working hard, focusing on the new emerging risk which is coming from the global economy. Price stability is one of the most important and strategic focus at this very moment. This is not only the work of the monetary policy, because we understand that the price increase, it is not only coming from aggressive aggregate demand, but also coming from the supply disruption. So we try to be very meticulous in deciding and designing which instrument should addressing the area of the aggregate demand expansion using the monetary policy, like increasing interest rate and a little bit tightening. But mostly we are going to be also addressing the issue on the supply side, whether this is on the stock, logistical, distribution, and of course availability. With those kind of coordination, which is even led by President Jokowi himself, together with the leaders of the region like governor and mayor, as well as using tools, both fiscal and monetary side. On the fiscal side, we even providing reward for a governor or municipal mayor that can beat the inflation in a much aggressive way, even below the national inflation level. We reward it by real money, so it's not just giving piagam. And that's really powerful because we're announcing to the public that make everybody focus on how we are going to address the potential price increase which is coming from disruption in the supply side. With that effort, our inflation is actually slowing down to 5.7%. This is even after the government increasing the fuel price by 30% back in September. We even have deflation in the food from September as well as in October. That kind of collaboration between non-conventional policy with the conventional policy instrument is really needed when we are facing with this very complex and challenging task. The government will continue to step up effort to continuously boost the recovery, while at the same time we also preserving stability amid the very increasing and elevating external risk. We also strengthening our collaboration and coordination with the Monetary Authority, Bank Indonesia, and Financial Sector Authority like OJK and Deposit Insurance in the Financial System Stability Committee. We look carefully how this global economic dynamic and risk can affect the stability of our financial system. We learn a lot from 97-98 financial crisis and 2008-2009 global financial crisis. On the fiscal side, we will continue committed to gradual fiscal consolidation. This is the bedrock of the credibility of macro policy. This is not ideology, but this is necessary condition for Indonesia to continue move forward in a sustainable and credible way. We are now enjoying some commodity boom revenue, and we are going to save some of it in order for us to be able to create a safety net for 2023, which is becoming even more unpredictable. So, ladies and gentlemen, despite the resiliency of the Indonesia economy, we continue calling for collective global action. because the nature of the problem that the global economy is facing is actually the one that cannot be addressed and overcome by any country alone. When you talk about pandemic, climate change, or even digital technology that can provide opportunity, but also sometimes also a risk in terms of instability, and of course geopolitics. Within the G20 presidency, we continue maintaining this spirit of cooperation and collaboration. The spirit of peace, solidarity, multilateralism that should need to be continued strengthened. Differences in terms of position should not breaking the spirit of cooperation. We use this G20 presidency to continue communicating that the world needs even more cooperation rather than divided. This is good not only for the G20 but also for the whole world. And Alhamdulillah, in this case, as a finance minister, we were able to deliver a finance track with all very tangible and concrete results, which can hopefully creating a confidence not only to the G20 forum but also for the global economy. We are hoping that this week the Leaders Summit is going to also providing with this kind of result that can restore and strengthen the confidence of the global economy. In this case, I would like to express my appreciation for the B20 as one of the most prominent engagement group in G20. You've been also engaging very actively. Business, networking, and relationship is actually the one who can soften the tension at the geopolitical level as well as security threat. I do hope that the B20 will continue maintaining this spirit of collaboration and cooperation and voicing that to the world and especially to the leaders. Your role and your voice is very, very important. This case, Indonesia also continue in performing the G20 presidency, listen to the private partners on challenge and how we can promote partnership in a better way. We noted some challenges in the area of long-term priority and targets, data and standard, the need to a better enabling environment, and capacity to invest in innovation. The four main challenges require a collaboration effort between the government, private sector, donors, as well as MDB. The G20 delivered the framework on how to best leverage private sector participation, particularly to scale up sustainable infrastructure investment. The infrastructure funding and sustainability financing, those very, very important for all countries, whether you are advanced country, emerging country, or low-income country. I believe B20 has thought on how we can improve our way of having a partnership in order to accelerate economic development. The message we have heard today will be also critical to the next stage of our work and also for the next presidency of G20. We hope we can continue explore many creative ways to advance innovative, inclusive, and collaborative growth.